And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
All right, well, welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're talking about Say Uncle.
Uncle.
Do you do that with your friends? Grab each other? Do you do it with your sisters? Make them say uncle? Is that even done today? What do you make people do when you grab their arm and twist it?
Clean the room.
No. Okay. Well, anyhow, Say Uncle is a game in which you're playing cards in front of other players to mess them over and trying to stop people from playing cards in front of you. I call this a Take That card game. Let's take a look at how it plays. In Uncle, you are trying to place the letters U, N, C, L. I'm glad I can spell here today. You're trying to place that in front of other players to make them cry uncle, basically. Now the letters are spelled in various colors, but it doesn't really matter what the color is. On your turn, you're going to draw a card from the deck and you're going to play one card. Most of the time, you're going to be playing a letter in front of somebody else. If at the end of your turn you have the word uncle in front of you and you cannot get rid of it for whatever reason, then you lose the game. However, there are other cards besides just playing the letters uncle. You can play a discard and a purple card. I don't have one, so that's not worth anything. Discard an E. Well, that's better. So you have ones that let you discard different letters in front of you. You also have ones that say move. Move any C. I can take the C and give it to anyone else who does not have a C. You can't play double letters on anybody, so if everyone else had a C, I'm no good. Move a U, move a yellow, move a purple, although in this case that would not help me very much. There's also wild cards which can be placed in front of somebody. Those wild cards can be shifted around to make the person say uncle. They are a color though, so they can be moved or discarded, although they don't count as a letter for those purposes. So, like I said, if you have the word uncle in front of you, you're out of the game. However, it only happens at the end of your turn, so you might get to move one. But even if you can't, even if you're stuck, you still might be able to hit someone else on your way out. You get to play one card before you're out of the game. So the game continues on until everybody's out of the game, and the last person who's still in has made everyone else say uncle, and they win. All right, well, what did you think of Say Uncle?
It wasn't really that fun because basically all you do is just put out a letter or try to take away a letter, and then you're out, all of a sudden, because people gang up on you sometimes. And
yeah, this isn't a very strong game. There's a lot of games out there that are like Say Uncle, where you play cards on other people. This one, you're putting cards in front of the person, but there really isn't any strategy. It's more of let's just gang up on a person. And I don't mind, I guess, ganging up on other people so much. In this game, once you're ganged up on, you're out of the game, and you sit there and wait till everyone else is out of the game. And because when you get to the final round, there's only two players going at each other, they are just going to play a card on each other and then take a card off and then play a card on each other, and it's really slows down. What'd you think of the artwork?
Weird.
Weird? Yeah, it's almost freaky, the guy. The Say Uncle thing is actually not going to work if you're colorblind because you won't be able to tell the difference between the different colors. And it just seems kind of like a half cranked out design. It's okay, and the theme, I never really felt like you were making the other person say uncle. I just felt like you were throwing letters in front of another person. The good news is by the time this game's over, any kid will know how to spell uncle. Is there any good things about the game?
No.
Okay.
The wild card looks freaky too.
Yeah, it was an okay game. Yeah, you can have fun playing it. I mean, there's no denying that. To play cards on other people and affect them. But in the long run, this is one that I would have to say give a pass on. Final rating? Well, that's lovely. All right. Say Uncle.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.
Shut the door!
There.